See, a man's life is a tedious one. I have tired myself, and for 2 nights together have made the ground my bed. I should be sick, but that my resolution helps me. Milford, when from the mountain-top Bassanio showed thee, thou wast within a ken. Oh, Jove, I think foundations fly the wretched. Such, I mean, where they should be relieved. 2 beggars told me I could not miss my way. Will poor folks lie that have afflictions on them, knowing 'tis a punishment or trial? Yes. No wonder, when rich ones scarce tell true. To lapse in fullness is sorer than to lie for need, and falsehood is worse in kings than beggars. My dear Lord, thou art one of the false ones. Now I think on thee, my hunger's gone. But even before, I was at point to sink for food. But what is this? Here is a path to it. 'Tis some savage hold. I were best not to call, I dare not call. Yet famine, ere clean it o'erthrow nature, makes it valiant. Plenty and peace breeds cowards. Hardness ever of hardiness is mother. Ho! Who's here? If anything that's civil, speak. If savage, take or lend. Ho! No answer? Then I'll enter. Best draw my sword, and if mine enemy but fear the sword like me, he'll scarcely look on't.
By Jupiter, an angel. Or, if not, an earthly paragon. Behold divineness no elder than a boy.
Good masters, harm me not. Before I entered here I called, and thought to have begged or bought what I have took. Good troth, I have stolen not, nor would not, though I had found gold strewed in the floor. Here's money for my meat. I would have left it on the board so soon as I had made my meal, and parted with prayers for the provider.
Money, youth? All gold and silver rather turn to dirt, as 'tis no better reckoned but of those who worship dirty gods.
What's your name?
Fidel, sir.
Pray thee, fair youth, think us no churls, nor measure our good minds by this rude place we live in. Well encountered, 'tis almost night. You shall have better cheer ere you depart, and thanks to stay and eat it. Boy, bid him welcome.
Were you a woman, youth? I should woo hard, but be your groom in honesty. I bid for you as I do buy. I'll make it my comfort he is a man. I'll love him as my brother. And such a welcome as I'd give to him after long absence, such is yours. Most welcome. Be sprightly, for you fall mongst friends.
Mongst friends?
He rings at some distress?
Would I could free it. Or I, whate'er it be, what pain it cost, what danger. Gods.
You are not well. Remain here, in the cave. We'll come to you after hunting.
Brother, stay here. Are we not brothers?
So men and men should be. But clay and clay differs in dignity, whose dust is both alike. I am very sick.
Go you to hunting. I'll abide with him.
So sick I am not, yet I am not well. But not so citizen a wanton as to seem to die ere sick. So please, you, leave me. Stick to your journal course. The breach of custom is breach of all. I am ill, but your being by me cannot amend me. Society is no comfort to one not sociable. I am not very sick, since I can reason of it. Pray you, trust me here. I'll rob none but myself, and let me die stealing so poorly.
I love thee. I have spoke it. How much the quantity, the weight as much as I do love my father.
What? How?
If it be sin to say so, sir, I yoke me in my good brother's fault. I know not why I love this youth. And I have heard you say love's reasons without reason. The buyer at the door, and a demand to which shall die, I'd say my father, not this youth.
'Tis the 9th hour of the morn.
Brother, farewell.
I wish you sport.
You health. So please you, sir.
To the field, to the field! We'll leave you for this time. Go in and rest.
Will not be long away.
Pray not be sick, for you must be our housewife.
Well or ill, I am bound to you.
And shalt be ever.
These are kind creatures. Gods, what lies I have heard. Our courtiers say all's savage but at court. Experience. Oh, thou disprovest report. The imperious seas breeds monsters. For the dish, poor tributary, rivers as sweet as fish. I am sick, still, heartsick. Pisanio, I'll now taste of thy drug. Oh, dissembling courtesy. How fine this tyrant can tickle where she wounds. My dearest husband, I something fear my father's wrath, but nothing. Always reserved my holy duty. What his rage can do on me. You must be gone, and I shall here abide the hourly shot of angry eyes, not comforted to live, but that there is this jewel in the world that I may see again.
My queen, my mistress, O lady, weep no more, lest I give cause to be suspected of more tenderness than doth become a man. I will remain the loyalest husband that did e'er plight troth.
Look here, love. This diamond was my mother's. Take it, heart, but keep it till you woo another wife. When Imogen is dead.
Remain thou here, while sense can keep it on. And sweetest, fairest, as I, my poor self, did exchange for you to your so infinite loss, so in our trifles I still win of you. For my sake, wear this, it is a manacle of love. I'll place it upon this fairest prisoner.
Oh, the gods. When shall we see again?
Oh, alack, the king.
Thou, basest thing, avoid hence from my sight. If after this command thou fraught the court with thy unworthiness, thou diest. Away! Thou art poison to my blood.
The gods protect you, and bless the good remainders of the court. I am gone.
Cannot be a pinch in death more sharp than this is.
O disloyal thing, that shouldst repair my youth, thou heapst a year's age on me.
I beseech you, sir, harm not yourself with your vexation.
Past grace, obedience, that mightst have had the sole son of my queen. Thou tookst a beggar, wouldst have made my throne a seat for baseness.
No, I rather added a luster to it.
Oh, thou vile one!
Sir, it is your fault that I have loved Posthumus. You bred him as my playfellow, and he is a man worth any woman, overbuys me almost the sum he pays.
What, art thou mad?
Almost, sir.
Thou foolish thing.
A father cruel and a stepdame false. A foolish suitor to a wedded lady that hath her husband banished. Oh, that husband. My supreme crown of grief and those repeated vexations of it. Who may this be? Fie.
Madam, a noble gentleman of Rome comes from my lord with letters.
Thanks, good sir. You're kindly welcome. He is one of the noblest note, to whose kindness I am most infinitely tied. Reflect upon him accordingly as you value your trust. Leonatus. So far I read aloud. But even the very middle of my heart is warmed by the rest and takes it thankfully. You are as welcome, worthy sir, as I have words to bid you, and shall find it so in all that I can do.
Thanks, fairest lady. What? Are men mad? Hath nature given them eyes to see this vaulted arch and the rich crop of sea and land, which can distinguish twixt the fiery orbs above and the twin stones upon the numbered beach? And can we not partition make with spectacles so precious twixt fair and foul?
What makes your admiration?
It cannot be of the eye, for apes and monkeys twixt two such sheaves would chatter this way and contemn with mouths the other. Nor the judgment, for idiots in this case of favor would be wisely definite, nor the appetite. Sluttery to such neat excellence opposed should make desire vomit emptiness, not so allured to feed.
What is the matter, Trow?
The cloyed will, that satiate yet unsatisfied desire, that tub both filled and running, ravening first the lamb, longs after for the garbage.
What, dear sir, thus raps you? Are you well? I pray you, sir, deliver with more openness your answers to my demands.
I was about to say, enjoy your... But it is an office of the gods to venge it, not mine to speak on't.
You do seem to know something of me, or what concerns me. Pray you, discover to me what both you spur and stop.
Had I this cheek to bathe my lips upon, this hand whose touch, whose every touch, would force the feeler's soul to the oath of loyalty, this object which takes prisoner the wild motion of mine eye, fixing it only here. Should I, damned then, slaver with lips as common as the stairs that mount the Capitol, join gripes with hands?
Let me hear no more.
Oh, dearest soul, your cause doth strike my heart with pity that doth make me sick. A lady so fair and fastened to an empery would make the greatest king double. To be partnered with tomboys, hired with that self-exhibition which your own coffers yield, with diseased ventures that play with all infirmities for gold, which rottenness can lend nature. Such boiled stuff as well might poison poison. Be revenged, or she that bore you was no queen, and you recoil from your great stock.
Revenged? How should I be revenged?
Should he make me live like Diana's priest betwixt cold sheets, while he is vaulting variable ramps, in your despite, upon your purse? Revenge it. I dedicate myself to your sweet pleasure, more noble than that runagate to your bed, and will continue fast to your affection, still close as shore.
What ho, Pisanio?
Let me my service tender on your lips.
Away! I do condemn mine ears that have so long attended thee. If thou wert honorable, thou wouldst have told this tale for virtue, not for such an end thou seekst, as base, as strange. Thou wrongst a gentleman who is as far from thy report as thou from honor, and solicits here a lady that disdains thee and the devil alike. The king my father shall be made acquainted of thy assault. If he shall think it fit a saucy stranger in his court to mart, as in a Romish stew, and to expound his beastly mind to us, he hath the court he little cares for, and a daughter who he not respects at all.
Oh, happy Leonatus, I must say, the credit that thy lady hath of thee deserves thy trust, and thy most perfect goodness her assured credit. Blessed live you long. The crickets sing, and man's o'erlabored sense repairs itself by rest. Our Tarquin thus did softly press the rushes ere he wakened the chastity he wounded. Cytherea, how bravely thou becomest thy bed, fresh lily, and whiter than the sheets. Ah, that I might touch, but kiss, one kiss. Rubies unparagoned, how dearly they do it. 'Tis her breathing that perfumes the chamber thus. Flame will the taper bows toward her, when under peep her lids to see the enclosed lights, now canopied under these windows, white and azure laced with blue of heaven's own tinct. Ah, but some natural notes about her body above 10,000 meaner movables would testify to enrich mine inventory. O sleep, thou ape of death, lie dull upon her, and be her sense but as a monument thus in a chapel lying. On her left breast, a mole sinks spotted, like the crimson drops at the bottom of the cowslip. The secret will force me, think I have picked the lock and ta'en the treasure of her honor. No more.
Wake, my mistress. Wake, my mistress. Wake, my mistress. Wake. My mistress.
The dream's here still. Even when I wake, it is without me as within me. Not imagined. Felt.
The tune of Imogen!
My lord.
Hang there like fruit, my soul, till the tree die.
of Imogen, come to dawn, and come to the town of Imogen, come to dawn, the town of Imogen, the town.